What's on, guys? Jason here back to my channel. Tonight would be reviewing for Aew Collision that was taped, so let's get to it then with the first match. Alright, Powerhouse Hobbs, Tomohiro Ishii with Rocky Romero versus Don Callis families, Kyle Fletcher and Kinoshi Takeshita. Ishii and Takeshita duke it out with forearms at the start of the match. The Alpha booted Ishii in the face. They rammed into each other like a couple of trains colliding and knocked one and another down. Fletcher and Hobbs tagged in and locked up. Hobbs backed Fletcher into the corner. Fletcher caught Hobbs off guard, kicking him and then stomping on Hobbs. Hobbs grabbed Kyle by the neck and hurled him against the turnbuckles. Ishii came in and was greeted by a body slam from Fletcher. Things broke down with all four men in the ring. Kyle and Fletcher double teamed Ishii with a double shoulder tackle after Hobbs was knocked out of the ring. Ishii nailed Takeshita with a vertical suplex. Hobbs tagged in a clean house on the opposition with a double shoulder tackle. Takeshita grabbed Hobbs with a German suplex. Hobbs retaliated with a spine buster. Takeshita hoisted up Ishii and handed him into a power bomb position by Fletcher, but Ishii escaped with a hurricane. Hobbs power slammed Fletcher, and Ishii followed up with a running lariat. Ishii headbutted Fletcher and turned him inside out with the lariat. Fletcher spiked Ishii with the tombstone pile driver and followed up with a Protos driver to win the opening bell. That's look what you're going to see from my men in the Owen Hart tournament, said Tom DeCaz. Alright, so winners are Kyle Fletcher and Kinoshi Takeshita. Alright, best Wrestler Alive Open Challenge match, which is the second match. Max Caster versus Mark Briscoe. Briscoe lit up Caster with some redneck kung fu. Mark chopped Max and knocked him out of the ring. Briscoe took flight and jumped out of the ring, wiping out Caster. Briscoe decimated Caster with a Dre Driller and scored the 1-2-3. So winner is Mark Briscoe. Alright, next match, FTR's Cash Wheeler versus versus AW World Trios Champ, the Death Riders, the Bastard Pack. Alright, so here we go. Pack shoved Cash to the mat and chuckled, mocking the dissension between Dax and Cash and FTR. Pack used a shoulder tackle and a side headlock takeover. Pack hip tossed Cash. Cash went up to the top turnbuckle. Pack met up with a forearm shot. Pack was thinking superplex, but Cash knocked Pack down to the mat. Cash was about to jump from the top, but Pack knocked him down. Pack hit a moonsault onto Cash on the floor. Cash regained momentum with the toe suicida. Cash followed up with a big body press for a near fall. Cash clobbered Pack with some jabs and then a forearm, getting a second win. Cash power slammed Pack, catching Pack as Pack attempted a leapfrog. Cash went for a diving headbutt from Pack, rolled out of the way, and Cash crash and burn. Pack climbed to the top rope looking for the black arrow, but Cash got to his feet and superplexed Pack down to the mat for a 2 count. Pack pump kicked Cash and then nailed him with a released German suplex. Pack climbed back up at top and was about to do the black arrow, but Cash got to his feet. Pack jumped down, but Cash stuck Pack with the pile driver. Kyle came down, but Cole met him to even up the odds for Cash. Weird Yuta ran down next, holding a bell hammer, but Dax tried to stop him. Wheeler hit Dax with a hammer. Cash grabbed Wheeler and planted him with the power driver. Pack was wading through, and he grabbed Cash and put him in a crucifix pin to pick up the victory. So winner is Pack. Alright, Cope and Cash helped Dax back to his feet, and they all embraced. Alright, next match coming up. Come on, damn it, stupid scrolling thing. Alright, Top Flight, Dante and Darius Martin with Leah Gray versus Crew, Leo Rush, and Action Andrade. Gray distracted the CRU on the ramp as Top Flight ambushed the CRU from behind. You knew this was going to be bad blood, said Shivani. The teams brawled in the aisle with Top Flight getting the upper hand. Back in the ring, Top Flight hit tandem offense on Andrade. Leo Rush tagged in, but Darius leveled him with a beautiful dropkick. Dante blasted Rush with the shotgun pop dropkick off the ropes. The CRU came in and double teamed Dante. Rush rocked Dante with the lariat. Action jumped off the top rope with the forearm for a near fall. Both teams slug it out in the center of the ring. Action planted Darius with the Thunder Bomb, but Dante jumped into the ring and rolled up Andrade for the pin. Rush and Andrade stumped on Dante after the match until AR Fox ran down to make the save. Nick Wayne entered the fray and walloped Fox with Wayne's World. Nick shook hands with the CRU after the match. This is far from over, said Tony Schiavone. So winners are top flight. All right. All right, Hardy Cat and Mercedes when they're backstage warming up their match. Mercedes says, "I can't believe you're my partner tonight." Hardy said, "I can't believe it either." Mercedes said, "No, just stick to the plan and stay out of my way. I got this." Hardy said, "Yeah, we got this." Mercedes says, "No, I've got this." All right, so next match coming up: Speedball Mike Bailey versus LA Vice. Let's go with uh with the Beast Mortals. Ricochet joined the broadcast booth for this match. Bailey took down Driscoll with the Hurricanrana, followed up with his educated feet, but Driscoll blocked the kicks. Speedball unleashed more kicks, though. This time they met their mark on the floor. The Beast Mortals distracted Speedball, while Driscoll snuck up on Speedball with the thrust kick. "I love it," said Ricochet. Speedball and Driscoll traded chops on the apron. Bailey began to kick Driscoll. Driscoll retaliated with a knee strike. Speedball fired back with a missile dropkick. Bailey hit a running shooting star press for a near fall. Driscoll drilled Bailey with a lung blower. Bailey knocked out Driscoll with a spinning round kick and pinned Driscoll. Ricochet snuck up from behind and kicked Bailey between the legs. Ricochet rocked Speedball with the spirit gun. Alright, I get winner is Speedball, my Bailey. Okay. Alright, Lex Luger backstage with Thunder Rosa and Chris Stanlander. Thunder Rosa said, "We'll be facing each other in the opening round of the Owen Hart, and for the first time ever." Stanlander said, "I've been waiting for a long time for this." Thunder Rosa said, "Me too, but unfortunately the circumstances are not what I want them to be. I'm going to apologize right now. It's nothing personal." Stanlander said, "If it's nothing personal, then give my apologies to Papa Rosa. The win is coming home with me. I'll see you in round 1. Alright, main event. Alright, TBS champion, the CEO Mercedes Moné and Hardy Cameron versus ROH Women's World Champion Athena and Julia Hart. Mercedes quickly tagged to Hardy instead of facing off with Athena. Julia came in for her team and cradled Hardy for a 2 count. Mercedes grabbed Julia by the hair and yanked her to the mat. Mercedes tied Julia to the tree of woe and stomped on her in the corner. Julia escaped and applied a modified octopus submission. Hardy threw the puppet into the ring. Meanwhile, Mercedes escaped and used the lung blower for a near fall. Athena kicked Mercedes. Mercedes tagged out to Hardy. Athena had both ladies in her grasp and hurled them backwards with a fallaway slam. Athena wiped out Mercedes with a tope suicide. Hardy spiked Athena with a DT on the arena floor. Julia Hart jumped off the top turnbuckle with a big crossbody and crashed down onto Athena and Hardy. The fans chanted AEW, AEW. Back in the ring, back in the ring, Athena power bombed Hardy. Julia got a blind tag and went for a moonsault. Hardy moved out of the way, but Julia landed on her feet. Mercedes rocked Julia with a backstabber. Athena caught Mercedes with a chokeslam. Hardy nailed Athena with a neckbreaker. The fans chanted, "This is awesome. This is awesome." Hardy flattened Julia in the ring. Julia countered Hardy's finishing move. Julia locked on the octopus and forced Hardy to tap out. So winners are Athena and Julia Hart. Oh, yeah, it was a good show tonight, but it was taped, but whatever and stuff. So can't wait to see what happens tomorrow night and stuff. So I don't know. Have mixed feelings about this show because of the Death Riders and all that stuff, and yeah, so stupid, man. The only problem is with AEW is just the Death Riders storyline. It doesn't make no sense at all. I personally hated the storyline of where AEW is going, because AEW is killing himself with the story, mostly with the Death Rider story, and I think Tony Khan wants John Moxley and the Death Riders to kill AEW for good. So we all know it's gonna end. AEW is gonna end soon. So yeah. Anyways, sorry about that. That was it for this video. Hope you like it, not whatever stuff. So like, subscribe, hit the bell button, leave a comment. If you guys want to leave a comment stuff, I don't care what you guys do. And that was it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night after AEW Dynasty 2025. Right? Laters.